Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of your Scottish podcast. We are back with our special ones because we have our special guest that always comes on for these special ones. But first of all, you've got myself, Craig, my trusty co-host, Aaron. Aaron, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good. And as you can see, we're back with the famous, well, as I say famous, I'll be nice tonight, the CEO of it's not the name from before. So it's not Saltair Pro Wrestling. It is now Saltair Championship Wrestling. Well, so we're back with Bryan D. Bryan, how are you?
I'm good, Craig. Thank you all.
Good, good.
Aaron, I hope you've got a coat on there. It looks freezing where you are.
It's absolutely cold, but it's worth it.
Oh well.
Oh,
that Icelandic weather.
Oh,
I know, mate.
So yes,
It's because remember we did speak off, and he thought it looked grey, so I just put a background on. So there we are.
you spelt it now. You could tell people you were outside.
Yeah.
Well, you never know.
So,
Reykjavik.
Piper come in the comments and said hello. So hello, Piper.
Oh,
Excuse me a second. I'm trying to get my foot to stand up in my case.
my face. Okay then.
No, in my case. There we go.
Are you sure that's what you meant?
So we went to the show a week and a half ago now. Yeah. All right. We'll get the plug in
We'll
now.
just get right to it. We'll go for it.
So the show started with Bryan D making a very special announcement, and it was the name change. So
And I do like it.
as we said, it's now Saltair Championship Wrestling. So
Mhm.
obviously we know that changes were going to be happening. You've alluded to them on previous podcasts.
They happened a lot earlier than anticipated, but yeah.
Yeah, because you were saying probably the end of the year, start of next year kind of time when we first spoke about it.
Yeah.
But the changes have happened for a reason. The name got brand new shiny belts. One of the belts is still to be revealed, which we will touch on. But I am going to come in with the comment Piper has just asked, and she has just said, "How's Bryan's face?"
It's fine now.
Yes. So we will allude to that very soon.
Oh,
So obviously the name change has happened, and it's
Mhm.
happened for a reason.
Yeah.
But what made you decide to do it this early instead of waiting till the start of next year?
So the reason we were going to wait was down to money because obviously logos cost money, belts cost money. Not going to go too much into it, but we managed to acquire the money, and so we managed to buy the belts, which were made by Royal Belts. They have a private group page. If you just search Royal Belts, or if anybody out there is looking to get belts made, just give us a shout and I'll add you to the private group. They made, I'm sure a lot of people will agree, they made a wonderful job of the belts. They were designed by Robbie. The catchweight was designed both by Royal Belts, Robbie and Luke Aldridge. Um, and the Royal Belts made the designs come to life basically. And like I said, they made a great job. The King of the Gauntlet looked very different under the original banner before because we didn't know we were going to have the belts until oh um July, August, maybe September, around about end of August, September. When we knew we were going to get the belts, then we decided, right, we will rewrite the Gauntlet. Everything that happened in the Gauntlet, some more or less was what was meant to have happened, but um, we rewrote the script, sort of thing, the format, and that's when we decided that we're going to just out with the old in with the new. We didn't want to do tournaments. We were like, right, let's just have the champions defend their championships. If they lose them, they lose them. If they win them, then good and well, that's the champions going forward. Um, and we had a little bit of money left over, so we decided to have sort of like, well, let's do a championship where um, we're looking at the future of the wrestling business as a whole. I don't just mean for Salter. I mean as a whole. There's a lot of schools out there. If I just pull out, PBW, PWR, you've got the Asylum. TJ Rage has got he runs the PBW and Airdrie way. So it's just looking at as a whole of right, your Iron Drew Marshalls and your BT Guns, your Andy Roberts. Awesome, great. They sell tickets. You put them on a poster, put them on the card, they'll sell tickets. But then what about, the guys that are just starting out? Well, at one point, BT Gunn, Andy Roberts, and Iron Drew Marshall, they were just starting out 10, 15, 20 years ago. And somebody needed to give them a break, and they had to get their name established and to be as famous as it is. Well, who's given the future? I'm not just saying it's just us that's given that future a shot, but we just decided, right, we'll do this championship, and whoever wins it, they can take it around with them to whatever. If other promotions want to have that championship on there, they can be defended. There's a lot of great talent. There will be another next gen match at the next show. I'll maybe even reveal that for you. And that was just basically the case for that. So, like I said, absolutely over the moon with what Royal Belts did. We all are. Great feedback from what we've seen so far. It's hard to pick a favourite one. I think my favourite is between the next gen and the women's. That's maybe two of my favourites. So yeah, like I said, everything was done early and rewritten. But we were happy with how the show went. We were happy with how the presentations went. We should have went with that name in the first place, to be honest, SCW, because the original name, the letters were, a bit tainted. Venues were like, oh well, we've dealt with them and they owe us money, and like, oh, well, we're not that company. We just happen to have the same letters. So, yeah, we needed to change quickly and effectively. And we've built a good rapport with a lot of the venues. Forfar actually want us back for next year. We spoke to another venue today that want us for next year. And there's at least 3 places that want the Great Kingdom Bash at their venue. So there's sort of like, it's not a bidding war. It's just a case of 3 venues want it. We just need to decide which one we're going to go with. So we'll see where we're going to end up in July for that event next year.
Fair enough. We've had Sam Taylor come in the comments.
What's he saying?
Brian has a smooth head. And Brian
Always.
has lovely glasses. Sam, how are you? It's been a very long time since I've seen you.
Wonder what he's angling for.
I don't know. But it makes me
I knew
smile and
he
laugh.
was looking at something because when you were chatting away, he was laughing away. And I'm thinking somebody's came in the comments and said something. So I knew someone was coming.
Aaron, do you have any questions about the name change?
No, mate, I like it.
I do like it. I do like the belts as well.
Yes.
Belts are lovely, and it was good to see them like a lot of because, like you said, a lot of people would do tournament of who would become the first champion, but giving it to the champions that already have them,
and just let them defend them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we'll touch on the first match of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Now this was a quarter final match.
First round, yep.
For a first round match for the next gen competition for the next gen championship.
Mm-hmm.
This match had Alex Parker go up against Doug Harrison.
Yes.
Now, 2 men that I have never seen before.
Likewise.
Two men.
So there's like a very good example of what this tournament is. It's not just about the championship; it's about who's in it.
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen them before. Maybe that was the first time you've seen them. So you'll always remember, or like if they're ever somewhere else, you'll remember where you saw them first.
Mm-hmm.
you know. So, anyway, sorry to
Um,
interrupt. On you go.
no, sorry. Yeah, like it's just two men I've never seen before. Obviously, I've wanted to. Heard of them. I've just never got to
Mm.
see them. I've obviously followed their social media, um, and I've like see how they got on.
Mm.
So it's good to actually get to see them in person. Uh,
Yes.
Alex Parker picked up the win. Uh,
Mm.
so he now moves on to the semi-final.
That's correct.
Uh, was there a reason for you picking these two as the first round match for this competition?
I wish I could take full credit, but I did have a little help with Ross Watson. Ross Watson is kind of managing this. I don't want to give too much away, but he's kind of got like the reins of this. He's kind of managing this. So he's picked the competitors basically that you'll see coming up. Um, and I think these guys had a lot of pressure on being the first two out there in the tournament. It's always hard to be the ones kicking off the tournament, the first one to win it, the first one now in the semi-finals. You're now just one step closer to the final, to being the first champion. I think both lads really knocked out the park. They really set the pace of the show, which is also what it's about. And they are two very talented. Like Doug Harrison. I don't think he's been training long, and I don't think I think Alex Parker's not long back. I think he took a hiatus. I could be wrong, um, but for a short period of time, for the match that they did at the Gauntlet, I think they did like I would definitely book Doug again, and obviously we're going to see Alex again in the semi-finals. But regardless of how he does in this tournament, I would definitely have Alex Parker on a show, in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and like you were saying, like obviously you're right with what you were saying. I do know Doug hasn't long been wrestling.
Hmm.
He's in a tag team called Hot Stuff.
That's
Um,
right. Yeah.
so I know that, and I think that's where he mostly does his stuff. I don't think he's really had much single stuff.
Mm.
And with Alex Parker, like you said, he had a wee bit in wrestling, and
Mm.
he's took a break, and now he's come back. And I got a
And
tip to
and,
both
and,
of
and
them.
both of them tick all the boxes.
Hmm.
They did promos. The promos were on point. The matches were on point. Um, they're not just there to play it. They do take it. They do take the craft seriously, which everyone should. Some people do treat it as a hobby. I get that, but at the same time, even if it's a hobby, I think you should still take it a wee bit serious,
Hmm.
if not all serious.
Yeah, and even after it, I got a quick chat with both the guys, and they're so down to earth as well. Like
Mm.
the thanked for like coming out, the thanked for supporting them. Like, obviously, obviously I'm not a wrestler, so I don't know how hard it is coming into a new environment for them, where
Hmm.
people don't know who they are. Um, so like
I mean
even
that
just
that that was the difficult thing is like establishing yourself. Um, I think Alex was out first, so you'd established that I'm the sort of like I'm the good guy. Um, and he did well to establish that once everybody realised, oh wait a minute, right, this is who we're meant to like. And then Doug did a really good job of coming out and like, right, we're meant to boo that, even though it's 50-50.
Mhm,
Cheer and boo whoever you want, but I think both of them handled it really well.
mhm,
Coming out the curtain, and especially being on first,
mhm.
especially after it being like, right, okay, this is not the company that thought we were working for. This is different because no one knew. No one knew. Me and Lisa kept it to herself. No one knew. Um, I think maybe outside, maybe two people knew. But no one knew when it was going to happen. We kept that under wraps, but we had the logos and the belts maybe 3-4 weeks before the show was scheduled. And when we knew we were going to have the belts for the fourth, right? Okay, well, this is what we'll do. This is how we'll do that. Um, so and yeah, the old belts they can do what they want with them.
Yeah.
The old ones, not
And
my problem anymore.
And even just touching that, I had a quick chat with Ross after the show as well,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
obviously with going to shows, he gets like he knows me from going to shows and that. So he asked what my thoughts were on the two. How did they do compared to the other card, like the card?
Uh-huh.
And I turned around and I said, I don't even think they fitted on really well. Like I don't think it was like you would notice a difference even if they weren't on the card or if they were on the card because they fitted in so well. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like right, well, you know this match has just been fitted in kind of thing.
Mm.
No one really cares.
That match was last minute as well because I had to message Luke and say, right, I need this graphic for this. Because when we knew we had it and we spoke to Ross about it, and I said to Ross, do you want to do this with that? And right, okay. And he made sure that they did the promos. He made sure that they got a graphic because I wasn't going to give a graphic. I was just going to announce the next gen and just say, right, this is the two guys that's going to be competing. But then we thought, no, you know what? Like we've got plenty of time and there's room. Let's just announce it. We don't have to show the championship right now, but let's announce that there's going to be this. So it was all kind of last, and I think they knew maybe a week before. I think they only found out a week before. Like I think Ross only said to them like next week you two are going to be in this tournament. So they only had like a week to prepare as well. So again, you know, not so much for the next round because they know. I think they know, or they're about to know anyway, and on this podcast. Actually, I'll get confirmation if it. I'll get confirmation, but they, I think they know that they're going to be doing this the next show. So these guys did have a lot of pressure on them for the sheer fact they only had 7 days notice.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much.
Yeah. Aaron, have you got any questions regarding the Alex Parker?
No, they didn't, mate. They didn't look out of place at all. And like how you're saying, it's like it's Ross's baby. You could see that from like because obviously later on, like
No, it's
before,
actually
like,
my baby. He's just
sorry,
booking
like
it.
your baby, sorry, but he's one like overseeing. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's overseeing it. Yeah.
You get them like even after like in the bit where they were chatting away because like went to get juice and all. He's like, Dad, can I? And because they were having a conflab with Ross, and I thought, like, wait till he's finished because I don't know what they're saying. They could be speaking about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then said, look, can they get photos? And he ended up getting photos with all three of them, but it's obviously like separately.
Mm-hmm.
But just like that, and the way he was chatting, he was asking, because obviously Ross was injured, he's asking him, the wee man, what he thought of both of the show, like both of them, what he thought. And he was like, no, loved it. It's great to see people that he's never seen before. You know what I mean, as well. So.
And it's taken a. It's like the roster that knows about it. I think the next gen. I could be wrong. I'd have to look, but I think if not one of, at the very least, it was one of them. I think it got the most likes and shares. That graphic.
Wow.
Out of, and keep in mind, we announced the tags between Dead Cell and the Prophets. We announced BT Gunn and Davey. We announced the triple threat. We announced the women's, and they all got good likes and shares. They all got good sort of feedback. But I think the next gen, out of all of them, got the most likes and shares possibly, or if not, at least it got a good amount of attention. So it's taken off. It's now the case of, well, who's going to be competing next in the tournament?
Yeah, then that's what I'm looking forward to seeing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because
you'll not be there,
what you're creating, like, I know I won't be there, but I know I won't. But still, you know what? To be able to see new talent that we've never seen before, and the fact that whoever wins it, they could defend it in different areas if the company they work for want it as well. If you know what I mean. Something different that I don't think any other company has done before. I may be wrong.
I've never seen it done before.
I've never seen it, so it's good to see and get to see folk that we've never potentially seen before.
Before we go into match number 2 of the night, Tony has come in the comments. She said, "You can tell Bryan didn't design the belts, haha." What the hell have I just got?
Well, technically, I didn't design it, but I kind of picked the next gen. Because if you actually recall, there was a promotion called Global Force Wrestling, and Cody Rhodes was the
Yes.
next gen GFW champion, and now that's defunct. So I thought, well, it's open season, and I thought, right, well that's what we'll call. That's what we'll do. We'll we'll give back to wrestling, and we'll give back, and we'll elevate and help push the next generation of Scottish wrestling, basically. So it's
Nice.
sort of a paying tribute, homage, but also at the same time helping the younger talent.
Nice.
Piper did say true to Tony. Sam Taylor has come in and goes, Brian has a beautiful beard.
He's definitely after
He's
something.
definitely after something.
I'm not booking the next gen tournament, so
Lisa's come in and also said feedback from fans. The next gen is a popular division. A lot of people are invested in it. So,
yes.
yeah.
100%.
Tony has then just come in and said, so you copied him.
Pretty much. I'll give you that one. But can I also just say, like, the next gen is popular, and it is like we will look at other schools and see and speak to the coaches there and say, right, who you guys got that's ready to be on shows now, and we would pick one or two or the opponent, whatever, and go, right, do you want to come to Solitaire and challenge for the next gen, or get that opportunity, or do you two pick two guys from that school and they could do a number one contenders match and the winner can face the chat? So we're going to do things like that. It's not just going to be situated to just whoever we're on. Like, if you are ready or are about ready to break out of your school and be on shows, drop us a message, an email, whatever, and we'll definitely look into it. So we do want the next generation of talent to be on our shows and help you get yourself established. There's two guys there that hadn't seen Alex Parker, Doug Harrison before. Now they have. So are you the next person to be like, right, I want to be discovered? And that's it.
Yeah. Lisa has just also come in and said no spoilers.
Oh, so that means I'm not allowed to tell you who's next then.
Oh, Lisa.
that's fine.
Right, match number 2.
If Lisa
have a
says it's
question about
okay,
this,
then
but
I'll
it's
tell
okay,
you.
we'll
If
carry
she
on.
says it's not okay.
Lisa, that's not fair. Match number 2 was for the new FCW Catchweight Championship.
Yep.
And it was Jimmy Pierce versus Xander Davidson.
Mm-hmm.
Xander Davidson coming out with the win. So he is the first ever Catchweight champion. Now this was done a bit differently. Like you said, you gave the champions a belt, and they got to defend it. But with it, obviously Xander was the champion before with a different belt.
Different name, yep.
With a different name. So it was basically winner takes the first, like winner is new champion.
And this was an easy decision to make. Xander was already a champion, defending a championship. Jimmy Pierce was also was already a number one contender. So again, no need for a tournament, no need for a four-way, no need. You know what? He was already a champion. He was already a contender. Just let them fight for it. And that was an easy decision to make for that.
Reason for the name change for the belt from what it was before.
Luke's idea. It's not a heavyweight. It's not a cruiserweight. It's a catchweight. He did actually send me I can't remember the big spiel, but there's actually, if you Google catchweight, it tells you the meaning.
All right. Okay.
So if anybody's watching, don't go and check now, because this will take you from the podcast. And but if you look later on, just Google catchweight and it'll get, because I was racking my brain for the mid card, like what can we call the mid card, and then Luke eventually came up with that. So, and
nice.
I was a bit, but it kind of like, sorry for the pun, guys, it grew on me.
How long have you been waiting to get that in there?
Oh, quite.
Well, mate, since you've been away at Blackpool, probably.
Yeah, all over 10 days. I don't know. But yeah, the name it grew on me, So kind of got like, right, okay, I like that. And again, um, I think it's pretty cool belt. It's unusual, red
Yeah.
leather, um, quite unusual. The gestures, I think they're meant to be jesters on it. And again, I think Royal Belts did a really cool job with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree, mate. It's a very nice belt.
And the fact that they just worked off a design and got it as real as they could to the down to the tiniest detail. Was just amazing.
You join that tablet, mate. So we're sponsored by Tablet tonight.
Tablet that was bought in Blackpool.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Not even a sticker rock back, yeah.
No.
I know.
Um,
You
Cameron
want me to go
Miller.
with?
It's fine. Cameron Miller has come in with a comment.
Oh, hi, Cameron.
Oh,
BT Gunn versus, he said Kaz Evans versus Drew Marshall 3-way SCW Heavyweight Championship.
When did that happen?
If not, I think that's what he wants.
Oh, he's wanting that. Oh, right, okay.
okay.
Well,
I
easy,
wouldn't say no
Tiger.
to that.
Easy, Tiger.
I wouldn't say no to that either, actually. Sorry.
No. We'll see what we could do.
Match
With that.
number 3 of the evening.
Mm-hmm.
We had Casey Owens versus Piper Reynolds in a number 1 contenders match for the Women's Championship.
Yes.
This one was won by Casey Owens
Mm-hmm.
when Nathan Reynolds threw in the towel to stop the match.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron, have you got any questions? I do, but I don't know if you've got the same question.
Was it always a plan for Nathan to throw the towel in?
I have no
this
idea. You'd
match?
have to ask Nathan that.
See, that was my question.
Hey, good, we're thinking the same way.
I have
It's
no.
like, because
Listen.
we were sitting. Sorry, you're right, Groot. We
No,
were sitting watching.
Casey is she's been what 12, 15 years. I don't
Yeah.
always like to say 20 because but she's been around she's dangerous, you know.
Yeah.
Put it this way, I wouldn't get in the ring with her.
And that would I, mate. Sorry, no.
And you know what? I have to respect Piper's fight and tenacity and all that. She wasn't quitting. She wasn't quitting. Nathan, I think maybe let his emotions get to him as an uncle, and he realized the damage that Casey could cause. So he also made a judgment call. Whether it's the right or wrong one, that's not for me to decide. That's maybe for other people to judge. I don't know. What would you have done in his shoes?
Probably me. It was probably the same. Threw in the towel.
Well,
'cause Casey
there's a
wins.
quit. If it was you, Aaron, and it was Ollie in there.
Well, right. Give me the male competitors then.
The male competitor.
Nathan
Yeah, well,
Reynolds,
he was-
'cause he's
Give me
that
the male
dangerous.
competitor. Jesus Christ.
Well, because it
off
is
the top
Ollie,
of my
so
head, off the top of my head, let's see, Ollie's in there with Davy Blaze.
I
think
don't know,
Ollie
mate,
can take
because
him.
I think Ollie could take him because mate, the wind up
Right.
that they both have.
I'll give
Okay,
you someone.
Andy Roberts then. Andy
That's what I
Roberts.
was
No, I'd throw in the towel, mate. If Andy Roberts would fucking kill him.
Well, there you
So
go.
sorry, I would be doing the same and throwing in the towel, and then I'd probably get the same backlash that we're waiting to talk about, if you know what I mean.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, no, definitely.
So yeah, Casey won because of that, which Piper wasn't too happy about, which I can understand where Nathan's coming from, but I also understand Piper. She wants to try and do things on her own. She wants to try and elevate herself. Piper has also come in the comments and asked what Nathan's punishment is.
Punishment for what though?
Thrown in the towel.
But then is that wrong?
I'm assuming that's what she's meaning.
Yeah, but is it wrong? Again, it's one of those grey areas. Like, did he do what was best for Piper? Did he do the right thing?
What should
how
he
was
get
it?
to
How was it?
decide what's
How
best
was it?
for her?
How was it wrong? What action does she want? Like, what's his punishment? But what's your complaint?
There we go. Should I come back and say why should he get to decide what's best for me? Which I totally understand, but at the same time, he's been in the business longer. No offense to Piper, he has been in the business longer, and he does know He's a veteran. He's a Hall of Famer. He's just trying to help out at the same time, but I do understand both sides.
I totally do too.
Tony did also say when you were trying to say that you had nothing, you had no clue, would have to ask Nathan, like your face says something different. So that is that. So is that match actually happening? Oh, right, okay. She's on about
What
the
match?
the Kez Evans versus
The
BT
Kes Evans
versus
one.
Drew. I was totally at a different stage when I read that comment.
No, that match isn't happening because we'll get to that in a minute because Kez Evans is busy in November.
So Magnus came out. We've
Mhm.
had half time.
Yes.
Yeah, we've had
Have we?
half time.
No, we haven't. 'Cause
No, the halftime was after the Magnus announcement. Because
the
BT
heavyweight,
Gunn.
the heavyweight was the
Oh
first
yeah.
half of the
So
event.
Magnus came out.
Mm-hmm.
And announced because it was meant to be a triple threat, remember?
Yeah, that was in later on. So that no,
Yeah,
Magnus.
you're
This one was
way ahead.
after. Yeah, so it was BT Gunn then Magnus thingy. So BT Gunn defended his Saltire Championship heavyweight title
Yes,
against Davy Blaze.
that's correct.
So BT Gunn wins. He keeps the title. His
Mhm.
reign continues. Obviously,
Again, he was already the champion. Blaze was already a contender. Just keep it simple and
As it is,
easy.
yeah. No, it makes perfect sense.
yeah, and I totally get that. It was originally firstly announced to be Shea,
Correct.
but then Shea was booked to elsewhere. So Davy Blaze got
Yeah, there was travel issues that he wasn't going to make it. So, right, okay, we'll just slot in. You know, well, Davy Blaze is a good, you know, suitable replacement for that.
Yeah, totally.
So was there any reason for Davy Blaze being the replacement, or compared to, excuse me, someone else that might have has maybe worked a little bit harder for it, like just putting out there, like I know he was in a match as well, but the likes of Logan Smith who's worked to do stuff, or the likes of um say for instance, I know like they were booked elsewhere, but the likes of it could have been like Tommy Cartel, stuff like that.
Mm. Well, unfortunately, a lot of the PWR guys were booked elsewhere. I think PWR had a show on Trouble in Tilly 2, in Tillicootery. What was that? Trouble in Tilly 2. So a lot of the PWR guys were unavailable. When Shay had messaged and said, "Look, can't unfortunately be there because of this," there was a few options, but I just thought the best option was let's just put Blaze and BT in. They've faced each other so many times before. Blaze is a big name. You know, Shay Monet, in my opinion, is a big name. So you need to get someone that's either on par or maybe just that little bit of above. And Blaze has been around a long time. He's established himself as a big name player. He's a mainstay in Pro 2 at the minute and PBW. He's also been on ICW. So yes, it was just a case of like let's go with Blaze and Gunn, and you know you're going to get an incredible match, to the point that a few people have commented like, oh, we've been wanting to see Blaze for a long time, and I don't think they're disappointed either.
No, it was a good match. I'm not slating the match. It was
Oh, I
a
know
really
you're
good
not.
match.
No, I'm just.
I
I
was
thought. I
just
don't
to
think they
wonder
let.
why Blaze was pitted over someone else. And I know that PWR had their show in Tillicootery.
Mm.
So I was more using like some of their
Ah, yeah, yeah,
names
yeah.
as just an
Yeah, yeah.
example there. Now with Shea Money pulling out due to travel reasons, are we due to see Shea coming into Saltire?
We'll definitely
Remember,
be looking at Shea Monet coming into Saltaire in the near future. It's just finding the event that we can bring him into. But I like Shea Monet. I think it's a great character. Um, He's done a lot of teaming with Martin Kirby down south. There's been talk about bringing their tag team up. But obviously it's timing.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely we'll be getting Shaymin back to a Saltaire show.
Fair enough. Piper has come back and said he needs to understand it's my career, not his.
Fair enough.
Claire Donald has come in and said, how is Piper to learn herself, though, if he does that?
Fair.
Piper has then come back and has said exactly. And Claire has also come in and said, Sean, about the BT Gun David Blaze match, that it was definitely a good match.
Who said that, sorry?
Claire.
That last one? Okay.
So yeah, I thought it was a good match. We then went to the break with this, and BT Gun did the halftime photos.
That's right.
With the new championship.
Very successful halftime photos as well. So
very successful. And it's like at one point, Mr. Gunn said, because he was waiting for photos, because all he got his photos, and he says, just you stand there with a belt, holding it, because no one else was coming. He says, because he was obviously mingling with someone else.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you could see this. It's probably not. I'll send it to you later. No, you probably can't. I'll send it to you later.
Send it to me, yeah.
I won't say. I'll literally send it as we're speaking, whilst Craig goes to the next match. I'll not be unprofessional. I'll send it later.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
So we come back to the second half with Magners coming out to make an announcement.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes out to announce that Kid Fight is injured.
That's right, yeah.
And that's when he gets interrupted by Kez Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Now, me personally, I was not seeing that coming. I generally thought Kez was going to come in to go towards BT Gun originally. And maybe either come in through the match and distract him or make him get a DQ or anything like that, just to build a feud maybe between them. Kez come in, gets in Magnus' face, going, nobody cares about Kid Fight, and demands a match, which he then gets put into the match with Lucha DS and Logan Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, Lucha DS made his debut for Saltaire.
Mm-hmm.
As well as a lot of them, as with him being a new company, a lot of them make their debut. But with that as well, that's probably the one and only time you're going to see Lucha DS in Saltaire. Because he does retire in
end of this month,
2 weeks or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or I think it's a week on Friday actually. Sure, it's a week on Friday. Which over time I'm gutted about because I love Lucha, I love his gimmick, I love what he does. So like I've done on other podcasts, I wish Lucha all the best.
Again, Father Time waits for no one.
Yeah,
no, I know.
No, definitely, that's it, 100%, mate.
No, I know, and I get that, and I do wish Lucha all the best going forward. So they come in, Lucha and Logan and Kez. Logan comes out, the fan want more of his tune, and more of his tune, and more of his tune.
I hate that.
Which we did with Jimmy as well.
Mm.
You can see, I'm not gonna lie, but you can see Kez Evans in the ring. He's like that. Well, you just shut the fuck up and let me get on with this match.
Yeah.
But then I thought that was a really good match. I think all three men did really well. I did like the spot where Logan does put Lucha's head into the nuts of Kez Evans. It was more of a reaction after it where Lucha's like, bro, what? It's like they were trying to be friends. It's like, you're ruining the friendship here. Kez Evans did come out with the win through cheating. He used brass knuckles. Was there any reason for Kez to get the win in that match over? Obviously, we know about Lucha, but over like Logan, who's proved himself week in, week out at different companies. He's shining all over the place, and he has been about helping and on shows a lot.
He wasn't clever enough to bring brass knuckles.
Well,
plug again.
That's me shut them there.
Oh, that is brilliant, man. That is absolutely brilliant. Honestly, wow.
Was there any reason for the brass knuckles ending instead of like being clean?
Guys brought them and used them.
Mate, you've been told from Lisa no spoilers, remember,
Brian.
mate.
But
So,
this is what this is about. What about
yes,
spoilers?
but no. I've been told we're not
Lisa,
allowed.
me-
Kez
We'll be
and
having words
BT,
after this.
Kez and BT have somewhat as a history.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're now going to face it off. So for anyone that's never seen a Kez Evans BT gun match, we're in for a treat.
I'm
And
gutted I'm not fucking here, man.
Uh-huh.
I really am gutted I'm not here. I can't help it, right? We've got that's a funny thing, actually. So no,
well, do you want us
because
to come to Paris? We'll
no,
take a
mate,
show to
it's
Paris.
fine. No, it's fine.
Aaron,
fine.
you're in Paris. I don't think I've heard that about a million times.
Oh,
Not until like next month.
that's what your
Because-
background should have been. It should have been. Have you got any like Eiffel Tower there or something? You
No, I
could.
don't, mate. But I could get one for the next time we're on before because we
that's
can
not gonna
promote
be
your
any
show
good.
before you go. There we go. Because we can speak about it before I go. Fuck you, Craig. Sorry. Because we probably will. You probably will speak about your show the Monday before,
Well, what?
potentially. I don't know. I'm
And
just
when are you
putting it out
back?
there.
When are you back?
The Tuesday after it.
The Tuesday
Well,
after the show.
I could wait. We waited on you coming back from Blackpool. We could wait on Aaron coming back from
We
Paris.
could. Lisa, I'm not going to laugh, but Lisa has just come in and said, is that why he's missing next show, lol?
Yeah, man. And that's why my tickets that were won for the following show, remember, man, which I was going to allude to at the thingy.
She's
Oh,
a woman, not a man.
I'm meaning you, man. Yes,
Oh,
Lisa,
dear.
that's why. Because well, fuck it, it's out there now. I said to Ollie before we did the main event raffle, I said to him, see if we win the fucking tickets for the show. I literally, Fiona pulls it out and I'm thinking, okay, it's just, we'll not be at that show then. It's just, we'll not be at that show, we'll just use it whenever. It's
Oh.
so funny.
I'm waiting on confirmation to see if I can tell you the next gen match.
Okay, right.
It's
So
now,
you
it's
want
now
to just
up. It's now up for voting. It's at the minute it's 1 versus 1, and we're needing the decider. So hopefully before this.
I'll be deciding I vote.
No, you
Yours
didn't
first.
count. It's the
right.
tiebreaker.
So we'll move on whilst you get the deciding vote. Right.
Well,
from
that's if Ross answers between now and we finish.
So
that's me.
Piper has come in and said neither am I, Aaron. She's
Piper's
not in the
very
next show.
vocal tonight, isn't she?
She is, but she's also
Yeah.
suspended.
Yes, which we didn't actually
Suspended her
touch
from-
on.
Lisa
Right.
has come in and
Piper,
said,
you're now suspended from social media activity.
I'm not allowed to go apparently, is what Piper's just put. Lisa just put Monday before, I might give spoilers then. She's also then put shocking Aaron. Tony's put haha, but I'm not sure what she said haha to because I don't know what part for it.
I think it'll probably be when you went about me saying we're in and Lisa's actually,
man.
when I
She's
said
probably
man.
high as a kite and she's just laughing.
Fair. So
Right.
go on to the tag title match next.
I love these belts.
Where
I
we
absolutely
see
love these
Dead
belts.
Cell, they go up against the Prophets of Doom,
Prophets of Doom.
who I've seen a couple of times, and they are big guys.
Well, mate, I thought when I seen the promo, then we're coming, I'm thinking, holy shit, please tell me. In my brain, I'm thinking, please tell me that Dead Cell don't lose these belts, because that's what I was thinking just from the build to it. And I'm like thinking, God. And no, I'm happy they still have, obviously.
Do you know
their
what?
belts.
It's no secret that, and I don't mean to bring like, but if you told me a year ago that I would be again working with Grumman, and I'm not going to call him by the nickname we used to call him because we're adults now. Callum. If you'd said to me that I was going to be working with them again, I would have said you were crazy, because also there was a lot of there was a lot of I don't know so much about Graham, but there was a lot of animosity 5 years ago, 4 years ago, and that just shows that people can put things, behind them. You put the past behind you, you can move on, you can sort things, fix things, whatever. They actually approached, I think it was me, and it was Luke that wanted to work them. And they train at PWR now, and they've come on leaps and bounds. They've got a good gimmick going.
Yeah.
I like what they're doing. I like their characters and gimmicks. The promos were again on point. They did a promo for her. Promos were on point. Um, they they work well together. They've got good chemistry. Do Grumman and Holden. And again, you've got two tag teams, heavyweight. It's just a heavyweight scrap. It's just going to be a fight. And again, I think the match was very entertaining as well.
100%.
It was a really good tag team match.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll definitely be seeing more of Prophets of Doom as well.
Good. Aaron, have you got a question for this match?
I'm just happy, and I do like what they've done with the belts. I think I like this one and the heavyweight ones.
They're bloody. They're not light, by the way. They're heavy.
Oh, I know, mate. I know from when, like, because when holding it, I was like,
Really good quality belts.
yeah. And I was just like, wow. But it was like no what's seeing them in that. And it was like, because the design, it makes it for whoever, it doesn't matter who's got the belts, it would work for any gimmick with the way these belts have been designed, like the tag ones. But I like that one and T-Gun's one. That's two belts I like.
The heavyweight.
Yes.
Again, blue strap, so different.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was another one. I should have said at the start, but that was another one that when we were figuring out, right, we don't want the straps to all be the same color.
Yeah.
So let's have a different color. So the tags were the black leather traditional straps. The heavyweight was always blue. The catchweight was always red. The next gen, we couldn't really think of one. I wanted grey, but I think it was too much grey. So we just went with black for that. The women's, well,
You
we'll just have to wait and see.
We'll find out on the 29th.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you'll have to send me a photo when I have Wi-Fi, mate.
I will.
You need to get on Wi-Fi.
Mate, I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Don't you worry.
Claire has also come in and said Piper should just show up. Jam Dog did tell you to do what you want, and Piper has responded to it. Going,
I need to have a word with Jam. Can't just be going telling the talent they could do what they want.
No. And Tony has come in and said, "Tell Brian I'm not actually," and give him the finger. So that's
She's not actually what?
Hi.
Not actually high.
No, she's only about what, 4 foot.
And how she would put it, and I'm going to get in there.
If Tony was a wrestler, her finishing move would be the short arm scissors.
Wow, Brian. I'm going to get in before Tony comes in. She is actually 5 foot 1.3 and the 0.3 mark.
5 foot 1.3.
Brian's gone. Brian's gone.
Who measures themselves with the decimal 1.3? Get that 1.3 in because every inch counts.
You're both fucking gone. Wow.
I just said we're getting there.
Just say you're 5.3. What's the 1.3 about? Or 5 foot 1, whatever it is.
Oh, she just put he just didn't.
Oh wow! Right.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
So after this match, Piper.
We're getting the main event.
No,
Piper
came out first.
What
Piper came out to.
No, we don't have to talk about this one. We could gloss over it.
No. Piper came out and to confront Nathan,
Uh-huh.
which got Luke trying to stop it as well as yourself and Magnus.
Yes.
It also led to you being slapped in the face by Piper.
Yep.
And then you suspended Piper.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously,
And I would have suspended. It doesn't matter who it was. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, like you are the CEO. You have to do what you need to do. At the end of the day, Nathan Reynolds did not agree with that either. And I can't remember 100% what called you.
Can Aaron go around slapping his boss?
No.
No.
And I can't go around
He
slapping
called
my
him,
boss.
but it carried on, and you said to him, "We'll sort this. I'll talk to you later backstage."
Well, it wasn't something like, I get that, Piper's pulling him up about what happened, but it's not something to do on a show when we're trying to get to the next match or do the raffle, whatever the hell was the next segment.
Yeah.
Take it backstage, talk about it outside, talk about when you get home, do a family FaceTime or something. And the whole thing could have been avoided. Piper caused the issue. She chose to come out at that point and pull him up at that point. Why is Nathan not getting done at him? Well, Nathan hasn't really done anything wrong. Okay, verbally, me and him had a verbal issue, but it was just verbal. And I get emotions and tempers were high. So, oh well. And if Piper had just kept it verbal, but she was suspended for the slap, but also for she wasn't suspended for coming out and having an argument. We were just trying to take this into the back.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's not suspended from. She can do what she wants outside. She can get bookings from other promotions. I don't have any control over that. If other promotions want to book her, she's suspended from Solitaire. That's it. I can't. I don't have, and I would never ever block anyone getting bookings from elsewhere. Would never ever do that. But it's until further notice. There isn't an end date yet. There isn't a time. As of yet, I still need to, we still need to sit down and talk. But at the minute, I think she needs a cooling off period. It's no secret she is now booked elsewhere in November. That's fine, just as well, because she wouldn't have been on Solitaire. Now, what does that mean for next year? Not that far ahead yet. Our next event next year is in February, the end of February. She may be back by then. She may not be. It just depends where everyone's heads are at and if and where the tempers are at. And I'm not even looking for an apology. I just think she needs a cooling off period and time to cool down. And whether people think what Nathan did was right or wrong, that's not for me to decide or judge. If I let Piper away with that, now I get that I'm the type of person that probably in this scenario, Piper's the hero because, let's be honest, there's people out there would love to get their hands on me and slap me, etc. But unfortunately, the position I'm in, if I let her away with that, then you've got other talent members thinking, well, what can we get away with?
Mm-hmm.
Or, she just getting away with that because. So, no, an example had to be made. And at the same time, I had to do something. So.
Reason behind it. And I'm assuming you've got comments somewhere because you're in deep thought here, my friend.
There is comments, but before I go to the comments, also Nathan Reynolds did get fined.
He did, for what he said verbally, and then that was maybe tempers on me. So I'll maybe look at that, and again, I've still to sit down with Nathan and talk to him. And we'll look at that. That may have been my emotions and tempers, and maybe my power running away a wee bit. Because I have been known to, there was a certain character back in the day
Yeah,
that
don't need to go down that route.
We don't need to know bring him back either.
that had a faction and was maybe, a bit, took the power a bit too. So I don't want to do that this time around. I want to be fair and I want to be down the middle. So I need to look at, well, was that the right thing that I did?
Mm-hmm.
Or did I act on impulse? Or was that a bit of the Gru character coming out of me and trying to be drunk? But so nothing's been done about that yet. I still need to talk to Nathan. His emotions were high, maybe mine's was. So if it does come out that, yeah, okay, I was a bit OTT, I'll apologize. but at the moment, there's nothing being discussed. There's nothing being changed. So as it stands, I still need to speak to Nathan. Piper's still suspended, and hopefully we could sort out before February.
Nice.
Go through quick some of the comments before we go to the main event. Tony has come back in and said it's truth, though it does, and not 1.3. Piper has come in and said he deserved that slap. Lisa's come in and said action replay. Tony has then replied to Piper saying do it harder next time. Piper then come back and said don't get involved in her business. Claire's come in and said she's fighting her corner because you weren't. Piper replied exactly. Piper has also said imagine getting slapped by a rookie in the business with a laughing face. I'm not gonna lie, but that made me chuckle. Cameron Miller has said don't hit CEO Mr. Bryan. He only helped.
Yeah, well, I was trying to help.
Ethan Dixon's come in and said good evening, so good evening, Ethan. He's also come in and said Aaron, love that, representing the best football team in the world. We'll pass on.
Not the best because we're not doing well right now, but thank you.
And Daryl Thompson has come in and said good evening, so good evening to Daryl as well.
Bloody hell.
See?
A few of
Stars are
these
coming
folk,
out tonight.
a few of these folk I know too, though.
Stars are coming out tonight. If I could just, I can't remember what I was going to say now. What was the first couple of comments? Not Tony's ones. The ones that are important, the ones that are about this topic. What was the comments again?
Piper said you deserved the slap, and Lisa asked for an action replay.
Oh, right. So, yeah, where does Lisa stand on this? Because we've got on one corner her brother, and on the other corner her daughter.
Oh, that is a good shout. I'll come back to the answer.
And maybe I did deserve the slap, but at the same time, you can't just go slapping your bosses. And, you know, maybe you are a rookie, but at the same time, this is the point I'm saying. She's obviously not learned her lesson. She needs to learn some respect. There's a code. She's not Steve Austin. You know, if you're going to do that, you're going to get suspended or just stop getting booked completely. So that was my point on that.
Daryl Thompson's coming and said, you know the Stars are out tonight. And Ethan Dixon has also said, I need to come up from England to Saltire. I see you're good friends with my old pal Jam.
Yes, I am. He's been my old pal Jam for about good 10, 12 years.
Yeah.
Come on. Lisa's also just come out saying she does send the footage to his mum / her gran. Lol.
Actually, Lisa, me and Lisa spoke very briefly, and Lisa, your mum / gran, or Piper's gran / Nathan's mum, what was her reaction to it? What did she say? And we'll also wait 30 seconds on Lisa answering there.
Just well, I've got another comment from Ethan, so while we're waiting on that, we'll get a comment in as well. I wrestled for Jam Dog up at Alba. Great time, known him well.
Nice.
You know what? We're going off topic. Can I just say a big shout out to Alba? Actually, they're having their Protect and Survive match on the 15th of November, which is a war game style, I think, against the British Wrestlers Union. And I see what they've done. It's the old SWA. Traditional originals, and one of them, I'm sure you've seen it, is Scott Rennick, who's going to come back one more match. Absolutely brilliant. I don't know how they did it. I don't know how he's going to do it, but bravo, golf clap, and a big round of applause. I love it. Glenn Dunbar's in there as well. Aisha Raymond, David Devlin. Jam, and is that it? Is there more? Have I missed anybody out?
No, I think I'm just quickly jumping.
I think that's the 5. Is it? Is that the 5?
I think it is, mate.
Unfortunately, I won't be there. I'll be in Benidorm, but absolutely amazing. I'm glad to see that Scott Rennick. Hopefully, it's not. I think it is a one-off, but hopefully, it's not.
Yeah, it's just the 5. Alicia Raymond, Jam Dog, Scotty, David Devlin, and
Jam Dog.
I've said Jam.
Yes, it-
What's his name? I'm trying to figure it out now. Glendon Bar.
David Devlin, Glenn Dunbar.
Yeah. So,
Has Lisa come back to you with an answer?
yes.
Right, go for it.
So Darryl Thompson did come in first and said, I need to see the footage. Lisa then come back saying Nathan did the right thing as Piper always get battered anyway, lol. Although I will deal with it in another way, lol.
Nice.
That's what Granny said.
Then Ethan's come in. Albert is a great promotion. I had a blast there and I loved it. It was this year's charity show. I was in the 4-on-3 handicap and the rumble. I wrestled on the same team as Devlin at Alba.
Nice.
Yeah, that is the 6-5, sorry. So they were all from Ethan. Piper's coming and says, love to see my family has my back with an angry face.
Wow.
Cameron Miller, I looking forward next show, November 29th. Can't wait to see Drew Marshall.
Yep. Which which was at the start, and you missed that as well.
Yep. Ethan Dixon's coming and said, yeah, Alicia, Scotty, Devlin, Scott, Devlin, Dunbar, and Jam Dog. Darryl Thompson's coming and said, I'll be in Benidorm with you, Brian.
That's right, so you will.
And Ethan Dixon has then come in and said, I hope I can come up to Saltaire sometime.
Cool.
Get up to it, mate. It's worth it. Right,
Only got November this year, and then that'll be it till next year.
Yeah. We got on to the main event of the evening.
Mm.
And this was the King of the Gauntlet.
Yep.
Where it started with 2 people, and when one got eliminated, the next person entered.
Yep.
So, the 6 competitors, 6. Hunter
6,
Sampson, Danny Clark, Jam Dog, Mark Monroe, Tommy Lockhart, and Danny Kay.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Now, I'm going to see if I got this right. Started
Okay.
with Hunter versus Danny Clark.
Correct.
Hunter beat Danny Clark. That was one hell of a choke slam.
Oh, yeah, it was, 100%.
Jam Dog then entered, and Hunter beat Jam Dog. Well, no,
he didn't.
sorry. Hunter and
No,
Jam
they got
Dog
both counted out. They both got
counted
counted out, mate.
I know, I was
Both got
reading my
counted
notes wrong, okay. Which then entered Mark Monroe and Tommy Lockhart,
Mm-hmm.
which Mark defeated Tommy Lockhart, which then left Danny Kay to enter, and Mark Monroe beat Danny Kay to win the whole of the gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, Jam Dog's come in the comments and said someone say my name. Hi, Jam.
Hi, Jam.
Say my name. Say my name.
He appears.
So Mark Monroe won it overall. So he is now the King of the Gauntlet.
Mm.
Now, was there any reason that it was that, like, obviously?
Now, careful of your question here, Craig, because you know what the answer's going to be.
I know, I'm trying to figure
He's right. So
I go for a question before I go for mine. Well, I try and work this properly.
I'm thinking the reason behind why he won myself is because remember, before this, there was a promo with Magners and Monroe, and saying he was going to give him a shot in this because he likes it. He's got balls and he's willing to step up and stuff. So that's my thinking, because Mark's put it out there and thought, I want to be taken serious and not be.
He's no longer the lackey. He's no longer the
he's actually
the sidekick. He's no longer the follower. He's his own man now.
Sorry, Mark, I'm not saying that you didn't, but you've grew a set of balls and actually stood up for yourself to get what you want in the business. You've actually stood up to do what you need to do and stuff. And I love his character, right? But for me to see that, and I say I've chatted to him like not as much as Craig does. Craig probably chats to him more than I do, right? But when I do, I've even seen that when we were hearing it, he says, "What do you think?" I says, "Mate, happy you won." He says, "Really, I'm a heel." I says, "Yeah, but you've grew that." And I've said it to him, I says, "You've done what you needed to do to get to where you want to." I says, you're not following anyone. You're like as you said. And he's like, "Well, that's good to hear." I says, "No, but I see the progression. And I know, like we spoke about it before, like I see the progression in him, and I'm happy he has the gauntlet. I'm very happy. But that's why that's why I think, because he's took on ownership himself. Came to yourself or Magnus and said, "Look, I want to be taken more serious." and then he's just ran with it, and he got the win. That's me. So there,
Underhanded tactics.
diffusing from Craig getting an
Underhanded
answer.
tactics, but he got the win, and that was
Yeah.
very, very perfectly put, by the way.
Yep.
Speaking of Mark Monroe.
Yeah, I knew that was coming, mate.
What is
That's
that?
off to
I
get
kind
it.
of, I kind of see that.
It's his
The band he wears on his arm.
Oh, okay.
bandy bits on his arm.
I got it for promotion reasons.
Oh.
So you had to plug it. Yeah, see? I get
See?
that. I get that.
But no, I think the Gauntlet main event was a very good, entertaining
Yeah.
Gauntlet. You know, well, there's a double count out. What happens now? Well, we restart. Tommy Lockhart and Matt Monroe had some differences to settle. Tommy Lockhart, what a talent!
Oh,
What a pardon the pun,
showman,
what a
mate.
showman!
It's like like I've seen him before.
Mhm.
I think this is what, second time, Craig?
I've seen him a good couple of times.
I think it's my second time, and but like just see how like the way he comes out with the gimmick, the Great Showman, and how he does it and gets in. I'm thinking that. Well, first time I seen it, I was in awe. See, when I see it now, I'm still in awe because it is just brilliant how he does that with the music and comes out before.
A very and a very polite young man as well.
Yes.
Very well spoken.
Are we? I know that they've kind of they had their feud and stuff like that with Tommy and Mark, but are we going to see more of Tommy?
Hopefully. I mean, this is the thing. Like, there's so much talent out there, and you go right. Let's have that person, and let's have it. And it's like, right, one show only has 6 to 7 matches on it.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to get everybody crammed in. And unfortunately, you can't have everybody on the one show. And especially when you're only doing 6 to 8 shows a year as well. And if you have a couple of storylines running or whatever, but again, hopefully, hopefully we can have Tommy Lockhart at some point on the Solitaire shows again. Like I said, what a talent, and again, forgive the pun, what a gentleman. So absolutely, I would have him on again. Iron Girder's built, and they've done a fantastic job with Tommy.
Definitely.
Again, love the character and love the gimmick.
Yeah, definitely.
All that.
Tony has just come in and said just do a show every month.
You know what? I would love to. We're nearly finished, but we're double checking if we can tell you.
We're not nearly finished because we're not because we've got the match announcements. Remember?
Well, wait a minute. What was the what was I saying there?
You would love to do a show every month, but
oh yeah, you know what? I used to think like show every month, but you know what? To be honest, with the rest period and the gap that we've got, it builds anticipation. We've had two big shows, two sellouts, two packed shows, and I do believe it's with the rest period that we had in between and the amount of work that went into advertise them. So I'm all for like a break. But however, the way the dates work out, the end half of the year, I think it's all right to tell you, I think, but the end half of the year is we've got August, September, October, November, back to back. So when we get well, actually July, August, September, October, November. So when we get to July, we do have a show every month between July and November.
And that's because you're doing instead of 6 shows, you're pushing it to 8.
We pushed it to 8. We didn't. Well, I mean, I don't know what Lisa's take on it is, but I just feel like maybe we could have spread it out better so that we had a rest period, a gap in between. Because it's going to be a lot of work, especially being in different areas. It's going to be a lot of work I mean, I'm up for the challenge, but it's going to be a lot of work to get all those, is it 5 shows advertised, and especially again when you've got February and March, a gap, May, a gap, and then it's basically all systems go between July and November. It's going to be a lot of work, but we're up for the challenge. So
I think as well it'll be worth it though.
yeah, I mean, again, it's worth it if you're getting the the part. Like, obviously, I know I'm sounding negative, but of course we want a busy show, from busy to packed, sold
Yeah.
out shows. We want them. So it is worth it in the end if we get that. But then, if numbers start to go down, then you have to go, right. Okay, where can we correct this? Where can we improve? Everybody's like, oh, like the shows are great, they're busy. I'm more of like, right, how can we improve our tech stuff? How can we improve? Okay, we had 150 this show. How do we get that to 200? Um, that's my focus on it. Like, you're only as good as your last show. We've had two fantastic, great shows. The talent performed brilliantly, above and beyond. The staff that helped out, from the merch girls to the ring announcing to the commentary team, to the work that Lisa does, phenomenal. Um, can't fault it. Really good. The referees as well, or referee in this case for the last show, and the fans have turned up trumps as well, and they were very vocal. I don't think I heard them being quiet once at the Gauntlet. So, absolutely amazing. So we're going to build on that, and we're going to try. No, we're not going to try. We're going to have a phenomenal show in November. We're gonna go out with a bang. We're gonna end up on a high, except Aaron, because he's not going to be there.
No, because
And
did you know he's going to Paris?
go to Paris.
Fuck off.
Um,
No, I'm not. I'm
and
going to Blackpool.
and
Seriously, Blackpool.
we are going to have an after party of somewhat after November show. Fans are welcome, albeit Rewind, our sponsors, Rewind. Fans are welcome to join us if they wish. It's free entry before 12. And it's open till 3 a.m. Not saying everybody has to stay to 3 a.m. But if you want to, I can't promise that any of the roster members will be there, or you might, one or two might come. I don't know, but the invitation's been sent to them so that they've got plenty of notice. But at the very least, management will be there. And if any fans want to come and have a drink and celebrate the year, although we only had 3 shows, but if they want to come and celebrate, you're more welcome to come and celebrate. And obviously look forward to a 2026.
Good. Lisa's coming and says shows are February, March, May, July, August, September, October, November.
Yeah.
I feel like I've just repeated what Brian just said.
You did.
A lot of work, but it is worth it. The response and feedback has been incredible
Yes.
from Lisa. And
Yeah.
Claire has come in and said 2 boys who are watching that are watching that said they would help promote, throw some posters and flyers our way.
Oh, thank you
There's
very
fans willing to help. I spoke to you privately as well and said me and Tony are happy to help if we need to help promote those.
Nice.
There's going to be a huge announcement November 29th regarding the February show. I'm not going to tell you what it's called. I'm not going to tell you what's going to be happening in it, but that show, I will tell you where it's going to be held. That show, Lisa could correct me if I'm wrong. I think we've got confirmation. But that show will be held in Newbury, Fife. So that'll be the 28th of February. We'll be starting promoting that probably around December, January, February time. And then by the time February gets there, we'll be promoting the March event. So a big announcement regarding the February show will be done in November.
Cool. Just before we go into announcements for the next show that were made at the last show, I've got a question for you, Brian. That I was meant to bring up at the start of this and totally forgot.
Oh dear.
That's going to surprise you.
Were you feeling alright at the last show?
Was I what?
Feeling okay at the last show?
Yeah, I felt fine. Why?
Good, because I'm very surprised that when you announced Drew Marshall, you gave us credit for that.
Yes, yeah.
That was a bit of a shock.
I
Was
think
it?
it shocked you.
Yeah,
I'm not being funny. I think it
Why
shocked
was it a bit of a
Craig
shock?
more. I think it shocked
because
Craig
you
more.
don't
Because we're
normally do
sitting there.
that.
Well, I mean, the booking did stem from was it the last podcast we did, Craig? Was it just you and me that night? Wasn't
It
it?
was
Yes,
just
it
you and
was.
me.
Yes,
And Drew did he comment in?
Mm-hmm.
yes, he did. Yeah,
And I think there was a bit of banter like going because, and we have spoke about it privately, but I didn't think Drew would want to work at well, I don't think he wanted to work at SP. I don't know. But I'd said to him, I didn't think you wanted to work, and he was like, no, I'm happy to. Because I messaged him when we went off air and just said to him, are you serious about it, or was that just banter? And he went, no, totally serious. So I gave him the date, and by the way, he's got more dates. That's not just going to be a one-off. I'll give you that much. Let's put it this way: he will be at the February show, and he will be at the March show, and he will be at the May show, and he will be at the July show.
oh, he's going to get in trouble.
I'm going to probably get in a lot of trouble, but
I
he's
just-
going
yeah.
to be, he's going to be at those events.
Nice.
And it did stem from that comment and you saying, "Oh yeah, why don't you get Drew on those shows?" And so maybe I don't always do that, but I'm thinking to myself, you know what? If it wasn't for us doing that podcast, if it
Yeah.
wasn't for us doing this, Drew wouldn't haven't commented in.
Mhm.
I wouldn't have known that he would be serious about working. So I do believe in like the butterfly effect, the domino effect, in the sense of if we weren't doing the podcast in the first place, we probably wouldn't have had Drew. So I'll give you your flowers,
Props, man.
shall
Your
we
flowers
say,
you deserve them because I was
Um,
on that pod.
that if it wasn't for that, and when I mentioned him, I did hear the gasp. It wasn't a bad gasp; it was good
No,
gasp.
yeah, it
was
was like,
like,
what the fuck?
What? Holy hell! What? God, no! Oh my God! It wasn't a pop in the sense of people didn't lose their, but I did hear the gasps, the
Yeah.
shocked gasp of Drew's going to be in Saltaire. So like I thought to myself, right, okay, we're on to something here.
Mhm.
So again, it was give credit where like I could easily take the credit for the next gen, but Ross is doing that, so
Yeah.
not gonna do. That's what I'm saying. I want to do this properly,
Mhm.
and like I might be the creative, I might be head of creative, I might be the booker, whatever, but I'm gonna, I'm not gonna sit here and you know, I can't think of the word,
Take credit.
yeah, that was me, pat
Yeah.
me on the back. No, no. Like after we went off there, I messaged Drew.
Mhm.
I could have left it and not messaged him, and it still wouldn't have happened. But the fact that I knew that he was maybe open to it was because of the podcast, is the
Yeah.
point. So I'll give you your flowers.
No,
I'll give Ross his flowers for putting those two guys together and getting a really good opening match.
Mhm.
It is a team effort at Saltaire. It's not just, it's not just, again, I might be booking it, but there is ideas pitched and these ideas are coming to fruition. Can't go into too much because they haven't happened yet. So yes, people change, Craig. So if you do
Shocked them.
if something else happens and it's because of the podcast, I will give you the credit where it's due.
Fair.
I just don't think he expected because he's like, that was me, and I'm thinking, and my
"Where's
head's
me?"
going, I'm thinking,
That was
I think
all
that
right.
was me, I'm
Okay, so
thinking,
not
yeah,
much like that wasn't us. That was me.
Well, no,
I
because
was,
I knew
because-
Adam wasn't on it, so I was like,
because I
It
wasn't
doesn't
there,
matter.
and
I,
I was
I
like,
said I said wrist locks and long talks, Craig.
yeah,
Like,
exactly, mate. See, and he's like, that was me, and I'm
I
thinking,
didn't
yeah,
say
that'd be the
Craig
pod.
Ingalls, did it? I said the podcast.
So there you
Even
go.
though Aaron wasn't there, he was still part of the team.
no, I know. And that's what we
Even though he's going to be in
as well.
Paris, he's been a shite back because he's in Paris. Don't know if you know that, but he's still part of the team.
No, I know. But no,
But
know that we'll get you
absolutely.
wherever we can, regarding
Yeah,
stuff like that.
100%.
Even like if you do need help
And that's
promoting
the,
shows.
if there's any wrestlers listening to this, message us if you want to work for us. Don't wait on me hoping that I'll see something. And this is me not being a bam, and this is me not being, overconfident. But I do like to think sometimes I've got my finger on the pulse. But if there's anyone out there, whether you're getting started or you've been on the scene for a long time and you do want to work for us, then drop us an email. We've still got the old email, Saltire Pro Wrestling. That we'll get that changed. Saltire Pro Wrestling at gmail.com is the email we're using at the minute. We'll get that changed eventually, in time. Or drop us a message on our Facebook page, and we'll see what we can do. If there's any suggestions of people that you want to see, if there's anybody on that's watching, give us suggestions. We don't mind. Like, oh, I would like to see such and such. You can do that, and we'll look into it, and we'll try and say, right, okay, this guy or this girl would fit in perfectly to our roster. Would work well with this person. If there's a tag team, a female, somebody just starting, somebody already in the scene, hit us with names, and we'll look into it. I can't guarantee anything, I can't promise anything, but we'll certainly look into it.
Mm-hmm. No, that's fine. Claire, when you said about what shows Drew's going to be on, Claire came in and said, yay. Lisa came in saying spoilers with the emoji. And Tony,
Well, I haven't said what he's doing. I just said he's going to be there.
Tony has just asked if she can just chop people.
No.
There's your answer.
Well, if it's you, yeah, but
Don't tell her that.
I mean, when she says people, who does she mean?
But no, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes of Drew in Saltaire. It has made me think about something else. But I don't really want to
say it
on air because I don't want to like either jinx it or sound just very stupid about it. And
I think I know where you're going here with this. I totally do think I know. It
involves someone that you had a meeting with.
Someone that I had a meeting with?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you off here.
Okay.
I just don't want to say it on air in case.
Was that certain someone with a photo?
Yes.
Oh, I know who you mean. Okay.
With what they do someplace else.
Yeah.
It made me question: is that?
Oh, I see what you're thinking, right?
Yes. Okay. So we can look at this after.
No, well, I mean, no plans for that happening. Keyword being yet.
Nice.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't want to say anything just in case it's something that is in the pipeline for further.
There's no talks or plans for that happening yet. But it's possible.
Okay. Lisa, I'll message you because I'm still not saying online because you won't give us any spoilers.
Lisa's what?
Lisa said I want to know. So I said
she already knows. She just doesn't know that's what we're talking about because we're doing it in code.
Yeah, true. I'll message you, Lisa. Craig has also come in and said, Tony, chop Craig if he doesn't let you put the Christmas tree up. No! Why is people telling Tony it's not me?
As much as I get slated from Tony because I constantly and I'm going with Fiona, it's my gimmick, right? I am not in gimmick tonight, right? I'm clearly not. But I've had the same sort of jammies on, getting jammy top on every time I've been on the pod. And Tony's like, have you not got another pair of pajamas? Like, yes, but the ones I was going to be wearing and I'm in the wash, and the other ones that I had on are too warm. So I thought I'm just going with this. So it might change the next time. It might be a different pair of Christmas pajamas because I'm getting a new set. So there we go. But sorry, Tony, I agree with Craig. It's too early for the tree right now. Too early for the tree.
And bah humbug here.
Only one time I will agree with them. But see when it gets to November. Sorry, honey. Anytime after November, fucking go for it.
Craig will kill me for that. November. Like, it's just too early right now.
So 1st of November, your tree could go up.
No. I said after
I'll get killed
November.
from Craig.
I said after November.
No, you said anytime after November, so you know.
Yeah, after November. 1st of November, still November.
I
That's
mean,
no after
you'll
November.
be up
That's
before December, mate. I'm telling you that
that's
now.
no
Tony,
after
you'll
November.
be
That
in,
is
right?
November.
You'll be at work, and Tony will be in the house on a day off, and your tree will be up. I'm telling you that now.
Hey, actually, Aaron, you should message Jam and say to Jam, here, Jam, I'm a butcher. I can manage Scott Rennick on the 15th of November. Because you're in Paris then, aren't you?
No, I'm not. But yeah, that's true. But I don't have jam on anything. I don't think.
I do.
No, do you know Hey Jam on Toast?
Ha ha ha! Funny cunt.
Oh. Claire, no, the day after Halloween is not happening unless it may only be 70 sleeps, but still telling. Right, into the announcements that were made for the next show.
Aye.
So we have BT Gunn versus Kez Evans for the heavyweight championship,
Yep.
and we have Angel Hayes versus Casey Owens for the women's championship.
And did Magnus no announce that as a triple threat?
He did actually, yeah, but I can't remember who the other person is.
Okay. Well, she's on the poster.
Yes, she is on the poster.
Aria, I said her name earlier. I can't say her name properly.
No, neither can I. It's fine. Is it Aaron Taylor? Aaron
Taylor? Yeah.
Aaron Taylor. Yep.
Taylor.
There we go.
I don't have to announce it. It's fine.
Yeah, Aaron Taylor, which someone again I've not seen before, so I'm looking forward to seeing her.
There you go.
Have we got an answer if you can tell us who the two next competitors are?
We don't have an answer yet, so stall for time.
What can I say? What can I ask?
Well, you can ask who else is appearing on the November 29th show. Is there anything else? I'll do your job for you.
Are we getting to know what Drew's doing at the November 29th show?
Not yet, no. Because I could tell you, but then that may change.
Fair.
But he will be competing. He will be in ring action. He's not just coming for a cup of coffee.
Are you?
I mean, there is a kitchen, so.
Are you? I know you help at other companies as well, Brian. Are you have you got W3L this week or?
I'll be in Stirling on Friday for WCL.
Oh fuck! I need to put up with you on Friday.
Well, you going? Are you?
Me and Tony are going. Yeah.
No. Have you voted on anything?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
Cool.
On the poster we also have KOE.
We do.
That's because we just looked at the.
Did you forget
I've literally just went to find the poster.
As though I've seen the poster, I'm looking at it thinking, oh, I've not seen them for a while. I've not seen this person. I'm thinking, fuck.
Because we have KOE and we also have Tommy Cartel.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, obviously we've seen Tommy a few times. We've seen KOE. I am looking forward to seeing KOE again because I've not seen them in a while.
Yep. Just recently won the Alba tag belts and the Pro 2 tag belts as well.
Yes, they have.
Which a big congratulations for them. Can this mean that they are going to
challenge for the tag
challenge for the tag titles against Dead Cell? And that wasn't me asking, by the way. That was just me.
Takes all. I would have to get
that would be a match.
I would have to get in touch with Alba and Pro 2 to see if we could do something along those lines. But you never know. I believe the Iron Kings have got a rematch in November. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, they do. Yes.
Yeah. See that? So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. But if they're still Pro 2 tag champions, then I'll need to discuss something with Pro 2 and see. You could be onto something there.
Yeah, and like we said, Tommy Cartel's back as well. I'll be good to see what he does with Saltire.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm trying not to ask probing questions. Have you noticed?
Probing questions.
There's no one else on the poster I can go to. So.
You can ask Lisa if I'm allowed to tell you what Tommy Cartel's doing.
Lisa, can we please have what Tommy Cartel's doing from Brian, please? Pretty please.
Kerry on top.
Yeah, that him too.
And I've still not got comfort. Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't know.
Oh, Brian, you got my hopes up there.
So he's not going to tell us. We're just going to have to be, well.
I mean, I really want to.
Well, just do it. You're the CEO. You're allowed to.
Well, the thing is, I don't want to step on toes.
And I get that.
That's true.
I mean, I know for a fact that they know that they're booked because I spoke to them personally about it. So I know that they know they're booked, and they did confirm that they can do it.
Yeah. Lisa
So I
has
think,
just come
so I
back
think
with.
they know. So
Yeah.
they know about it, and they know they know they've got each other. So,
Lisa has just come back saying, I'm thinking, haha.
well, can you think a wee bit faster?
Because he obviously wants
Craig's,
to
Craig's
No,
run
he's
out of
not.
questions.
Well,
We're going to have to go on
No,
Aaron's
he's not.
Paris trip in a minute.
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You'll have to get your good Del Boy character going, Aaron. You know.
I know you're ready to say that.
Bonjour.
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 He can tell you about Tommy, but no other spoilers.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So Tommy Cartel will be in a number one contenders match for the heavyweight championship. At some point, the winner will get an opportunity at the heavyweight title. That match will be a triple threat match with Tommy Cartel, Hunter Sampson, and making his debut, Frank Gallo.
Yeah. I like that. Hunter Sampson is one big lad, though.
He
Yeah. Yes.
I,
And you.
he will had his
Oh, wait a minute.
vegetables and
I have
and-
a theory, but I'll
Oh,
wait
God.
till later for my. No. I'm thinking about what happened in the Gauntlet. That's all I'm going to say.
oh, okay. Is this off air or are you going to share it
Yes,
with
I
the rest
will.
of the
I
club?
will off air. Yes.
Oh, off air. Okay.
Yes.
No, that'll be a good match. I think that I do think that'll be a good match. I do remember when when it came out for the Gauntlet match at the last show, Fiona's face just kind of went, and she just turned to like me, Tony, Aaron, and Lisa went, "He's a big lad."
Is that the first time Fiona's ever seen Hunter Sampson?
Just
Right.
she
Is Fiona, not
introduced
the
him.
ring announcer, is Fiona not the ring announcer for Pro 2 then?
No, I think she only helps out so often.
Ah, is that what it is? I
So
thought she
often,
was the ring
yeah.
announcer for Pro 2.
I'm sure that's what she said to us last night. She only helps out
Yeah,
really
we
so
said
often.
last night. I think it's because they've got, like we does with W3L and that, they've got a running team.
Right,
Like,
okay.
and like I think it's like from what she said, if memory serves me correct, Craig can correct me on this. So if it's a bigger pay-per-view, because the Wizard's on commentary, they break it up and she does announcing that way.
Yes.
For
If it's
WCL,
box
yeah.
office event,
Yeah.
box office event, there's a reason why. I'm not gonna because it's not my place, but it's not bad. It's for consistency purposes. But yeah, if it's a box office event, I think Fiona ring announces it. And if it's a showdown event, I think Wizard ring
Yeah.
announces it.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
Right, I can't really stall any longer. To be fair,
No, that's
I'm
fine.
out of
Well, that's it.
questions.
So not getting anything. So that's it.
Let me see if there's anything.
No, she did tell you on the thing. He's not allowed to
No,
give
no,
anything.
but yeah, well.
No, but
He's
this
thinking
was
about
the deciding factor. No, there's nothing.
So there we go. We're not getting it, mate. You just have to wait till the show.
You're gonna the graphic. They'll get a graphic.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
We'll find out when the
I'll
graphic
make
goes
sure it's
up.
the first graphic out. How about that?
Oh, nice.
I'll make sure it's the first graphic out. But the next genuine tournament will continue, and the final is scheduled for July at the Bash. That's when the final will take place.
Nice. That's nice.
So, oh wait a minute.
Oh. And
Oh no, it's just BT Gun.
Fair enough. Right, thank you so much, Brian, for coming on.
No problem.
We will be back for this after for the next one after the show. We will wait on Aaron coming back.
We'll wait on Aaron coming back. When
Aaron's
you back again? Was
you're the
it Tuesday?
are you?
So we'll
no,
do
I
a
get back on the day
Wednesday,
after. I get back on the day after Ollie's birthday.
because you know he needs to get over the jet lag.
I'm sure of it. No, wait a minute.
No, you get back on the Wednesday.
Oh,
I thought you travelled back on Ollie's birthday.
No, shut up. We get back on his birthday. I'm not back to work till Wednesday. That's why I'm not back to work. So we get back late afternoon, so it'll have to be the Wednesday.
Wednesday's fine.
Because I think most folk will be coming up here. Like, I think, yeah, it'll depend on everything. But I think because it's his birthday, I think he's What's this one that'll be coming up? I'm not 100% sure exactly what's going on yet.
We'll make it work. We'll work stuff out.
Yeah, but we are back next week sometime.
Yeah, looking at next Wednesday, I'm waiting on the guest confirming. It's not who I originally asked, it's someone else that I've asked today. Waiting on him fully confirming. And it's someone, if it is this guest, it's someone that we've never interviewed before.
Oh,
Someone
nice.
totally new for both of us as well.
Yeah.
So that's all I can give at the moment because they've not confirmed, so I don't want to say.
Okay.
Thank you, Brian, as always, for joining.
No, thank you for joining.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Thanks.
Thank you, Aaron, as always, for being the trusty co-host.
Not a problem.
Aaron is back. Have you got a time yet for Sunday?
No, because I'm going to say 8:30, just in case I'm at my mother-in-law's. I'll make it 8:30.
8 or
That
half
way,
eight?
that's probably easier. 8 or 8:30.
Sunday
I'll be
dinner.
one of the two. You'll actually find out on Friday, like you, Craig, when the graphic goes out, what time we're live. Because I've not spoken to John yet, because I haven't had an actual chance.
How come he gets to do Sunday without you, Craig, but he can't do like me?
No, mate, that's wrong. Don't say it like that. That just
Without
sounded
you.
too fucking wrong. That just sounded too fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Craig likes to watch, that's what it is.
Oh boy.
You enjoy it too much.
Don't tease me with a good time. On that note, we're off. Peace.